Right. 31 days posting every day, mate. What's good? You know, it is 5:16 p.m. and we've posted every single fucking day on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and Instagram 3 times a day. I've got one more posted on Instagram and then that's done. That's like what, 100, is it 100? Let me think. 30, 60. Yeah, it's like 150 posts in a month. Fuck. Quality, mate. But I'll keep this one brief. What posting every single day? Bring this microphone closer. What posting every single day for a month taught me? So first and foremost is discipline of posting every day. It's I could talk about this forever, but like it's so fucking mentally hard posting every day. Like even if you, like even the batching, like you still had to at some point sit down, whether it was for 1 hour or like over a day. Doing that is pretty damn tough, you know, because you get to a point where you're like, I'm tired, I should stop. Oh fuck, is anyone gonna watch this? You know, you run through the whole ringer of like, is this even worth it? And then posting as well, and like, you know, you spent all those hours filming, and you, like me, you spend all that time editing. I didn't even put that much time into editing. And then you spend time on the captions, even if it was just like and follow. And then you gotta fucking press post. And the most humbling thing is when every single post gets like 0 likes. Maybe 1 like. I think most I got was like 5. And that was on one post. Out of 90 posts, I think 1 of them got 5. Now I'm not here to like complain. I'm just saying like that's how it is. It's fucking humbling, and that's why social media is brutal and it's not for everyone. Because I'm trying to make it as a creator, like, and a business owner, whereas some people they're just trying to post to fucking feed their validation. Right? It's a slippery slope. That it's not one that ever ends pretty. But yeah, I think it's a thing of the psychotic bit of it all. The funny bit of it all, it's almost like a prison sentence where you're like, oh fuck yes, 1 month in, let's fucking go, and then you're like, oh my god, I've got to do all that again for another month. Fuck, and then like 12 more months after that, and then times that by like 10 years. You just like, or with the gym, and I never like didn't enjoy the gym, so it's not really a problem for me, but I can understand the parallel between where it's like if you're someone who's, you know, been overweight and like hated sports, say, and then let's say like you do a month at the gym, you went like 4 or 5 times a week, you were like on it, you were like, fuck this, I'm ready to change my life, and maybe you lost like a couple of pounds, right, but you're still looking in the mirror, you're a fat motherfucker, right, and that's fine, like keep going, but you kind of look and you're just like, wow, I've got this little bit of progress, and you're just like, and then you kind of realize you're like, oh my god, that was just 1 month. I've got to do that again for another like X amount of months, and then if you do keep going, it hits you, and even like myself now at the gym, it's like, yeah, you've got the physique now, and it's easy to like put on muscle, you know, gain weight or lose weight, and you relatively stay in shape with just a few gym sessions. But the realization that's like, oh my god, I can't just give up the gym. Like, I will have to do some form of exercise, or I will turn into a skeleton, or I will turn into a fat motherfucker, right? It's tough, man. Like when Hormozy's like, oh yeah, like I've been doing this for 5 years. You're making content. You're just like, oh god, and everyone's like trying to jump to year 5 just with like they're editing themselves, in the sense of graphics and all that bollocks. But what they don't train is this, the voice. I would argue this is the number 1 thing you got to train. So this is my second lesson. When I started this month, I was a hell of a lot more insecure than I am now about everything. Like I was still at the cusp of like trying to get better at looms. At the start, I tried to get back into it. I got roasted by one of my coaches. Not bad, like I'll preface it by saying this. Not like he actually was like trying to personally attack me, but like, fuck you, pussy. No, he was just like, you know, here you sound like, you know, rubbish, and this is not good, and you're even following a fucking script. And I was just like, no. Like, because you have to get over the mental side. It's like here and here, right? the mental side of just like being okay that you are going to be shit for a long fucking time. It's brutal, man. And then like getting over that one, and then I do however long goes, like a week something, and then I record some more that are shit, and I send it, and he's like, yeah, better, but still loads to improve, and you're like, fuck. But then you just, the feedback, it goes, I think, wait, let me, which one do I need to go? Yeah, it's like, you know, it goes from like, yep, you go and here's the looms, and then it's like, boom, feedback makes you feel like shit, and then it's like, takes a while to get back to baseline. Whereas this was more like, boom, okay. Like dropping an apple in water, right? Like, zoom. Eventually you want to get to the point where it's like, you know, throwing a beach ball into a swimming pool. Like it's not really gonna go, it's not even really gonna go under. You don't want to be like a fucking cannonball or a bowling ball getting chucked in a pool. I'll tell you that for sure. But that comes with time. Like this is, I guess we'll move on to the third thing in a minute, but that'll be time. But for the most part, it's this training yourself by just doing it, by putting yourself in a horrible situation where you got to talk to the fucking camera every day. Because not only it's like you don't want to do it because you're just tired of shit. You're like, it's not even that I hate my voice, I just can't be arsed. And then you've got to do it anyway. And then maybe sometimes you do, you start thinking, oh, I sound croaky and this. And then you just realize, like, no one gives a fuck anyway, right? But I learned something very important, like, my confidence in terms of tonality has changed. I probably said that, like, that word a fucking shitload of times in all the other videos that I recorded that this month and oh, sorry, like, last month, and then obviously on that big batch day. But just being able to speak clearly and concisely is a huge skill in itself. Like, you could have all the fanciest graphics in the world, but if you're running on like a 720p camera and you talk like this, you're like hey guys, so today we're gonna like we're gonna record a video. You're like shut the fuck up. But the problem is it's just you hearing yourself be a muppet. You know what I mean? It's tough. Like we'll go into time in a second, but even just quickly, like, about that is... Actually, no, I'll save it for a later one. So we'll go into time. Time is the best one. It's like, I realise, like, if you compare even the version of me from at the start of the month, the first video I uploaded, me right now is, like, way more confident. And then even in some of the videos, I compared myself to, like, when I first ever did YouTube. It's exponential. And so time is the biggest... I call it asset you have, and it's like, you almost have it as, like, if you imagine a bank account that had... Let me do the maths. Hold on. Let me do the maths. I don't want to get this wrong. Yeah, okay. So I've done the maths. Let's just say, on average, because it's the average age that people die at, I think, now. Probably give or take 5 years. Most people live till 80. If you live that, you live 4,000 weeks. But let's split it up. Let's just say, because this is what the maths is, it's 701,280 hours. So just imagine you have a bank account with I've already forgotten it. Just imagine you have a bank account with $701,280,000, pounds, euros, fucking whatever, right? But like you can never make more of it. Like you're retired now. You don't even have a pension. Every time you spend money, it's coming out. There's nothing coming back in. There's no compound interest that you can invest in, right? You would want to spend that wisely. That is an asset, but technically not. I mean, it is, but it isn't. What it is, what it is, what it is, and what it isn't. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is, like, you have a finite amount of time, so use it. So I spoke with this guy, this Aaron lad, and he told me, he's like, yeah, after hearing what I did with the content, he's like, I'm probably not going to post at least for another 6 months, and I just think, like, I can't do the maths. Hold on. Let's just, was it 6 times? Like 180 days? 6 times? 12. Okay, no, way less than that. Oh no, sorry, I'm being a muppet. 6 times 30. Yeah, 100. It was 100. That's 180 days that you're not going to be posting content. That's 180 days where you could have improved your voice, you could have improved your editing, you could have improved the thumbnails, you could have improved your SEO, anything to improve your content. You're going to choose to not do it for 6 months. After doing it myself, I uploaded vlogs for a year before they got, removed. That 1 year helped my voice tremendously, So I just think it's like, I'm not one to be like, oh, what an idiot, you not doing 6 months. I just think, what a shame. Like, what a shame. You could be someone different in 6 months. The person I am today, because of just 31 days of posting every day on all the platforms, is completely different. By like a hell of a lot of margin. And the version of me in another month will be even better. And so on and so forth. And then it's like, then what you do is you get the fun shit where it's like, you compare yourself, not even just like day by day or week by week or even month by month, it's like year by year. And then you go even crazier. So it's like, oh, here's me at the start of the year, here's me at the end. And then you go like, here's me at year 1 of doing it, here's me at year 5, right? Like, fuck. But, yeah, it's just time. Like, it's the one thing I can advise if you're watching this and you're either maybe putting off content or not. Just remember, like, no one actually gives a flying fuck. Like, if you frame anything right, like, you'll make it sound believable. Meaning, like, there's a reason I do these videos. I know they're not going to bang. I'm just setting myself up for the future because it's not always about the money. It's not always about the views. I mean, it should never really be. You know, it's your life at the end of the day. Money doesn't mean shit. I get it, like, we need it to do stuff, and fair enough. I'm the same. But part of the joy of content is, like, improving all these little things. So I just think, like, just start. Even if you just had them all on private, just post videos. Like, I'll give you an example. I'll use this video as a practice so you can see. For example, I always tend to look away. I especially when I'm doing looms, I never look into the camera. But if you look into the camera, I don't know if it's like better or worse, but it's more like I'm looking directly at you. People get nervous with it. It's like you making eye contact. I'm gonna look directly into your fucking lens camera. I'm gonna drink my tea. It's probably a bit too hot. It's not bad. It's got bees on it. Mate, can you imagine a fucking bee the size of that coming at you? Little, what is it? Little stinger. Thing is, that's blunt as well. That shit would hurt, bro. Yeah, I think the fourth thing was detaching from the outcome. There's like, I'm a lot more detached from the outcomes of social media and even things in general. So many people, and I fear that I will have to handle a lot of people like this in the future, which makes sense, but that's why I'm glad I'm doing this, and I'll explain to you what I mean. Harry, we did your thing and we didn't get views, and I'm fucking angry and I want my money back. And I'll be like, is that all you care about? Is vanity metrics and money? Look, again, I get it. You need money for this, you need money for that, and obviously I would try and get those vanity metrics for people that they so care about. But it's not always a reflection of how well you did, right? Sometimes the algorithm genuinely does just fuck you up. Most of the time it doesn't, though, you know, so don't buy into that too much. It's pretty much hopium. But it's like, I spent 2 hours, like today, it's the 31st, I made a Saw carousel, the movie Saw, where I was just like, you know, you're all that's so aggressive. You're all fucking losers. No, it was more just like, you know, don't waste the time you have. Because it's finite, and it's like, you keep saying you're going to post content, and here you are 6 months older, and it's like, you're still in the same position. You copy others, and you won't blame, you'll blame everyone else, but you won't blame the person who's looking right back at you in the mirror, which is you. And I posted it, it's got like 0 likes. I'll check now. This is funny. Let's do it. Oh, would you look at that? It's dying. There it is. Show you. Right, make it the caption thing. You can see it. Soul music. But it's got 0 likes, and it's like, you have to just be like, cool. That's the price of winning. Like, you have to pay it off. Most people, like, they don't even post for, you know, business. It's like they're just trying to get the validation, and it's just funny to me. It's like, especially if you're trying to post a business, that's when it's brutal, right? It's like, I know I might have to do that for another 2 or 3 months of like hardly any engagement, while I build up my account, and obviously use the content conveyor belt system. And then, you know, it takes off, and everyone's like, oh my god, how did you do it? And you're like, I went through fucking shit like this, talking to a webcam with no one around me. Like, the only person I've got right now is the cat, and that's not even a person. She just buggered off. I'll say the word, and I'll say it, it's brutal. And you have to just be okay, you have to just keep pushing. so many people will stop where I am. Like, you post it for a month every day and you still feel like you've got nowhere further, sorry. But you forget, like, this is my point. You're training here and you're training this. You're training to be able to speak to a fucking camera. Like, you're training your mind to be able to just handle monotonous, boring, excruciatingly, painfully boring tasks, and still every day open up your phone, your fucking camera, or the webcam, and hit record and talk to it. This is the price. It's not fun. I mean, it is kind of to me, but like, it's not glamorous. It's none of this shit. Like, so many people leave these bits out because they think no one wants to watch them, and it's true. No one wants to watch them at the start. What happens is, like, say if in the future you're watching this and I'm making like tens of thousands a month or hundreds of thousands a month, a millionaire, people will come back and watch these and just be like, oh my god, that's so cool. He was in his room fucking talking to his webcam. It's like, no, it really wasn't cool at all, but that's why I still did it anyway. It's like, it's only because you have the contrast now that you think it was cool. Like, if I do this shit for years, and I actually tried and it still never blows up, I still wouldn't blame anything else. I'd blame myself because I didn't do things properly. But let's just say I did. It's like, you wouldn't give a shit. You'd be like, who's this fucking wanker talking in his chair with stupid green background, you know? It's like, that's the price of it. Like, fuck. But yeah, I think the fifth one we're going to is people will talk shit, like, pretty hard. I've had a lot of people try and pitch me just lead gen services. I'm like, I don't care for lead gen, man. Like, fuck off. I want to do organic content. Oh, you're a peach. Alright, mate. But yeah, I've had like shitloads of people just like, oh, this one guy was like, oh, by the way, posting every day is not a strategy, and I'm just sort of like, yeah, no shit, but it is. Like, this is what I'll preface. Anything that you're taking action towards something is not a strategy. It might be a shit strategy, but it is a strategy, right? But what he doesn't see, and this is what people are so eager to do, is they will shit talk you. They will shit talk you because they want to prove their authority. They want to try and alpha you. And this guy looked at his page, dead, fucking dead. And one of his things on his profile was like, you know, no doing this, no daily posting. And I'm like, great, because you're just using money. That's it, right? You're like, what do you mean? It's like, it's just paid ads and lead gen fucking generators. Like, well, lead generators. Like, there's no skill to it. It's like, yeah, if I had 100k, I'd just go fucking buy like 5 different lead gens and see which one's the best and then just pick that. Whereas organic content, it's like, that's the thing that can print you fucking cash all year round. AdSense, obviously, that's it's not like the paying the most, like, that's the obvious one. If you have enough videos that actually bang and people fuck with you, like, that's constant money. But the main reason is, like, you build trust with people. If they go through your shit and they spend time with you, you build immense trust, right? Because, like, you're less fake in long form videos, especially in like organic ones, but especially in long form, maybe not as much in organic. You can, you know, do the talking head things, but just make me laugh. By the way, posting daily is not a strategy. I'm like, I just was like, yeah, correct. That's why I'm not just posting daily. You look at the data. Well, you know, this, that, and he fucking DMs me and he's like, oh yeah, I could save you a lot of the pain of trial and error with this shortcut. I'm like, all of those words scream red flag to me. Why do you want a shortcut? It's like someone going to the gym and be like, yeah, do you want to just shortcut all the pain? Yeah, that's called hedonism, right? That's called comfort. That's called, worst of all, I think, is steroids. And look, I have nothing against steroids. I think the main gripe I have with it is, like, if you've just started, like, you haven't even tried to max out, we'll call it like the organic potential, like with content. Oh yeah, just do paid ads. It's like, what you're really doing is just hiding behind something that makes you look good. It's like, you just haven't even given it a try because it was too painful. And it's like, good, I'm willing to suffer and go through this painful fucking process of trying to improve. Because when, and inevitably, when it happens, and I can post on command and it'll fucking bang every time, because you've studied the data, you've looked at what everyone else in your niche is doing, reverse engineered, then looked at the data some more, and actually fucking posted and posted a stupid amount of volume and then iterated, there is no way you don't win. And these same people will be like, oh, well, yeah, well, this, yeah, but my stuff's if you don't want to post daily. I'm like, cool, you found your fucking niche, brother. Lazy fucking people. Right? Lazy business owners. Oh, I want to do content, but, yeah, I want instant pipeline. Don't fucking speak, get off this call then. What do you mean you want instant pipeline? Use paid ads then. It's fucking stupid, you know. I think as well, when you do something like record 31 YouTube vids in a day, it really like teaches you something else. Like, we did 31 a month, but then we did like 31 YouTube videos a day. And I preface this by saying, like, it does not make me better than people. It does not mean I'm really good at content now. But it's like, if I was willing to sit and be like this in my last videos, because I really care about this craft and I want to get better as quick as I can, I will do that kind of fucking volume. Most people will not. And it's just sort of like, well, you think about it like any sport. The person who hits like 100,000 tennis balls versus the guy that just hits 10k because it's optimal. Who the fuck do you think is going to be a better tennis player? The fucker that hits 100,000, because he's going to have so much more understanding of like ball speed, racket angles. I don't really know much about tennis, but positioning, pattern recognition, all that shit. Because he's got 10 times the volume. The guy with 10k, he might still put up a good fight, but the guy with 100k, you know, like balls hit, whatever the fuck, you know, you can't play 100k match, but balls hits, like, it's gonna be way better. Same with ping pong, fucking bowling, I don't know, throwing a sodding javelin. For the most part, volume wins. So that's why we'll keep doing volume. But the biggest separation is literally that, like, you have to look at the data, it's not like a firework. But I will look at the data. I'll look back across this 31 days and I'll publish it. I'll be like, right, what actually happened here? That data might not come out for a while because it's going to take me a bit to go through it, because I want to make sure I do it properly and not just like skim read it. But yeah, it's just, people will talk shit. Like, I had all sorts. I had one guy saying, oh, his content strategy, and again, it was just like paid ads. I was like, that's not, it was like, to quote the other cunt, that's not a strategy. That's just paying to win. But the problem is, you're paying to win on a flimsy fucking foundation. Your ad account gets banned. You run out of funds. Whatever the fuck. Like, you're done for. I'm not saying like you're instant death. Like, if you're smart with money, whatever. But it's like, it's just such a flimsy thing. Whereas organic content is like, you build that long term trust. You build the skills, right? It's the equivalent of like, how do you word this? If you were able to hire a closer for your business, like, pretend you like kind of never really had to do sales. You just had shitloads of money. You had like 100k saved. So you had like a banking job and you're like, right, I'm going to do life coaching or something. And you pay for a mentorship, one of these fucking scumbags where they're like, oh yeah, just do this, do ads. And you pay for them and they're like, yeah, just you need a setter in your DMs and then we'll put you in a closer. And that's great. You know, they're closing shitloads of deals, they're closing. And then the business gets fucked up, the ad accounts gets banned, they're sued for loads of money. And they're like, right, shit, I need to like continue selling my business. And then they go and try and close people and they can't because they never had the sales experience. They've got the experience of life coaching. They've got that, but they can't close for shit. They're like, oh, this, that, and the other. And then it gets dire because they can't do anything with it. They can't close people. Now, obviously, it's a hyperbole, it's an extreme to illustrate the point, but what I'm saying is, like, you learn certain skills, you'll never be without money. So it's like with content, over years of doing this, like over years, when I'm looking at this data and I'm doing shitloads of volume and studying, like, the top creators as well, your mind will download systems that's, like, no matter, even if you got thrown in jail for, like, 5 years, you'd come out and I mean, the algorithm's probably fucked, but let's just say they haven't. You'd still know your shit versus the guy that just like thinks they do and they've only been doing it for like 2 months, right? It's the same thing. That's why I want to do organic. But the last thing you want to do though, out of all of them, is like have organic Instagram, organic YouTube, and then like organic paid ads. You utilize all three. You've got like a growth system on steroids. Organic ads, that will get you your profile views and visits to your page. Maybe some people just buy straight outright as well, but yeah, usually it's profile visits. organic Instagrams just like those little snippets of attention, just little juicy golden nuggets that people are like, damn, this motherfucker knows their stuff. Damn, it feels like they're talking straight towards me. And then YouTube for like long-term nurture and trust building. Shows you know your shit, basically. But yeah, I'm going to go record some looms after this. It's going to be fun. I think one of the last lessons I'll leave you on is this, because it kind of wraps up everything with, like, say, being confident, is make it so low effort that you can start and get momentum first. So what I did to get the whole month's content batched was I just chat GPT'd shit. I was like, give me like just 3 lines that I can say that's so easy, and then to make it even easier with the editing, I'll just do hard cuts, and then I'll add very, very simple captions, no like big zooms in, no huge text, no nothing. Just like auto transcribe, boom. Easy fucking thumbnails as well. Okay, boom, and then schedule them. That was it. Same with looms, it's like, it's not just the volume of looms, like now I should be able to start getting onto volume very, very soon. But right, like this whole last 6 months, it's been about getting the confidence to even do that. Like, it's all good saying to someone, like, just jump in the pool, but it's like, if they are terrified of the pool, pushing them in might just cause them to resent the pool even more. And they're like, now they're even more scared. I know it sounds like pathetic, but you have to remember, like, some people just aren't there. And it's the same with content. Like, I was myself, not that scared, but, you know, I was like, fuck, this is awkward and whatever. Same with other people for content, you know. Someone's really good at sending looms, but like they brick themselves every time they have to record a YouTube video. And what I'm trying to get to is like just almost like dip your toe in, and then dip your foot in, and then you sort of calves, and then your quads, your waist, your boobies, your shoulder, and then obviously fucking dunk your head under. But it's like you don't have to do it over like a really, really long enough period, but just like consistency. So it's like, instead of doing, you know, like constantly just jumping in head first and then giving yourself like fucking trauma and traumatizing yourself, like, no, I'm never going to the pool again, where it's like too much for you. Someone might be able to do that, and that's fine, but it's like you've got to find that out for yourself by doing. Okay, that didn't work, that was too much, so let's just start with a toe dip. Okay, not too bad, not great, but not too bad. And then what the people do wrong on the other end is like, then they'll just do one toe dip like once a year, and then claim like, well, they're trying. It's like, no, you're better off for like 2 weeks straight just doing one toe dip every day, and then each time if you can increase it by like 1 second, and then do the foot, and build up that way until it's like bulletproof, where like your mind kind of gets used to it. It's like, oh, okay, I'm getting used to this, okay, we can do that. And then it's like, then you go for the full body, maybe you have a little break, full body, and then until you eventually just stop giving a fuck. That's how I got with looms. Like, even myself in this fucking video as well, like, I think I said something stupid and I just started giggling. I was just like, I'm not going to cut that out of the video because I don't care. But yeah, it's the same with looms. I finally got to the point where I was just like, oh, I don't hate how I sound. Like, I just hate that I'm not fluid with what I'm saying. I hate that I don't sound convincing. That, like, then you start going for the skills that make your voice sound better, rather than just like, can I even get over my own fucking judgment and fear, right? It's tough, man. It takes a long time. Some people can do it, they can just brute force it, others can't. But that's one of the best lessons I learned. Is like, being consistently consistent will take you a lot further than just like all in heroic sprints. So I think it's like Atomic Habits 101, where it's just like, just make it so fucking easy that it's really hard to fail. Like, I don't know, oh my god, I need to record 10-minute YouTube videos. Like, just record 10 1-minute YouTube videos, not even in a row, just one a day. Just talk to 1 minute. You'd be surprised how quickly you can get shit done, and how much you like stop giving a shit. Oh, I hate the sound of my own voice. Just record yourself once, or look at an old voice note that you've got and just play it like 100 times until you just like, it's just my voice. Again, I get it, it's not that easy like sometimes, but just, if you, okay, do it like 5 times, just leave it, and then just like after, just be like, that's my voice, you know. But 31 days, I'm posting every day. Here's to another 30 tomorrow. Here's to another 30 after that. Here's to a whole year of that, and here's to the rest of my life, posting content and creating media, and hopefully films for consumption. But until those big numbers, I've got some fucking looms to record. this YouTube video to edit. We have to watch it like 2 times speed. It's like how long is it going for? Like half an hour. Yeah, it's just hit half an hour now. And I think we're having a pie for dinner. I want to go get some fish and chip shop chips. I wasn't fucking with that, you know, when my mum said that to me earlier when I was deep in the Saw edit. Now I'm like, mate, I would kill for some chip shop chips. I don't mind getting those. But yeah, then we're gonna practice some sales objection-y stuff, and then just sort of go from there really. But yeah, the future's looking bright. Even when it's dim, you can still win, right? Like, just believe that this is for a reason, right? Even when it's dark as well. Like, I think I want to leave you on this last lesson, actually, because this has, like, been the key driver. I've had some serious fucking ups and downs. There's no light without dark. So, people that chase sort of, like, this light, we'll call it, like, this is like the baseline, this is the line in the middle, and it's like, because they're trying so hard to chase this light, they always drop back down, and that to them feels like pain. Whereas, like, knowing that, like, sometimes you will have to purposely go into the dark, when you fling back up, you're that much more grateful, even though you're just at baseline. But then sometimes it goes like this, so you're like, oh right, I've got to record 30 YouTube videos, and it's like, oh fuck, this sucks, it's painful, I sound like a moron, this is a waste of time, everyone's gonna hate me. Okay, fuck. And then we did it, it's like, oh shit, not only have we done it, it's like, we've improved this, and then you get to, like, feel this high, because you're grateful from being in a shit situation. There's no light without dark. And similarly, it's like, without the light times, the dark wouldn't exist, but without the dark, then you wouldn't have light times, because you wouldn't know what light feels like. So yeah, I will leave you with that one. It was like 32 minutes long. If anyone watched this the whole way through without skipping or watching it times 2 speed, you've got incredible focus and patience. And I respect the hell out of that. Alright, back to it. You got work to do. I got work to do. Let's get after it. I'll see you in the next one.